exciting. You, I know for certain. Holy gaparoni! Okay. Everybody, I am very happy to report that today is quite cool, which feels surprising because it's been a crazy heat wave here. And I'm going to apologize again for the fan that's on. I know decorum states I should turn it off when I record, but Koda wants it on and he wins. So, yeah, anyway, it's been super hot here, like plus 43, plus 44, plus 42, mid 40s, which is kind of unheard of. There's a lot of fires in the east coast of Canada, which again is getting, I guess, more common sadly, but like definitely haven't seen anything like the amount of fires in the last, I believe that the news said 25 to 30 years, so yeah, she's crazy. So I'm glad that it's cooled off, and I think maybe we'll get even some rain, which would be so nice. It's been too hot to do very much, so we've been not doing too much, I guess, in the last couple days. However, before that, I did do quite a bit. So let me just recap you guys at where we're at right now. So last week when I had left you guys, I had done the beefing up of the 2x4s to turn them into 2x6s in order to insulate for the R value we need not to freeze to death in the winter. And basically that's done. If you'll recall, I said, I hope that I'm not doing something where I have to go back and redo it. I really hope it's not a scenario where I like get them all up and then I'm like, oh, I forgot the super important thing. I did do that thing, and that mistake was just that along the top I forgot to leave room for the top ones to go and the bottom ones to go. So I ended up having to cut a whole bunch of little pieces rather than take them all off, because that was not going to happen. And yeah, I think I cut around 107 pieces in total, and it's basically done. There's a couple little spots that I have to wait, either like in the bathroom, the kitchen counter. Anyway, the point is that's what we did last week. Since then, I also Tyvek'd both of the gable walls, and I blue sealed the windows. I did all the waterproofing essentially there, and I didn't show you guys that because I was like quite nervous being on the ladder by myself, and regardless of how I try, there's always an added element of pressure, if you will, when the camera's on, and I did not want to have that because I'm by myself and I didn't want to fall. So I did that, and that's good because it's just in time for some rain that hopefully we're gonna get. What else did I do? Oh yeah, I added the vinyl back on one side. Didn't have enough vinyl pieces. It turned out as I was doing it that they had used 3 different sizes of vinyl strips. So I gotta go get more vinyl and redo the other side. But that's okay, it's still waterproof for now. The other thing that I did was I put up the floor upstairs in that I added planking along the sides. So before it was just a hole, they had it covered up with knee walls and drywall on the ceiling here. I'm gonna leave the ceiling exposed, so I wanted to add planks so that we had that flooring going the whole way to the wall. So I did all that. There was some weird cuts there, added those all. I'm also gonna do this really cool project I wanna tell you about because I think it's gonna be so cute. I'm gonna make Koda his own like bed or crate within one of the knee walls. So it will be, don't worry, properly supported for his weight. There will be no danger, but he's gonna have his own little house or room, as it were. Koda is the kind of dog that always loves to be under something or in like a little den. I got him when he was 8 weeks old. He's never spent a day or a night apart from me. The very first night I brought him home, I had a little crate for him, and he went right in his crate. He slept the whole night long. He didn't cry. He didn't even want to go pee. He is an angel. But since his wee youth, he has loved to be in a crate or under something. He goes under coffee tables. He goes under beds. He goes under anything that makes him feel like he's in his own little room. So I'm gonna build him a little room. It's gonna be so freaking cute. I can't wait till we get to that project. But the floor needs to be, of course, nice and stable. So I did that. All those jobs, maybe they don't sound like a lot, but each one takes a lot of time, especially because for the planking, when I'm putting that up, I have to cut it around weird spots where it's not laying on the support joists, and so I'm gonna re-support some of those spots. Today I wanted to finish a job upstairs. You might be able to see this big, where is it? This big piece of ply behind me. That is a 1/4 inch ply, and I need to add it upstairs where there is 1/4 inch missing. So it's like there's the planking, and then they've put 1/4 inch ply on some spots and other spots no. So it's kind of uneven. So I need to cut out a bunch of little pieces to fit them in, because that's what my flooring is gonna go over eventually. I think for now I'm just gonna keep that linoleum stuff for now. It's clean, I washed it all, and we'll use that for now. I need to make the floor even Steven. So I want to do that today. I'm going to take you guys over here with me. Okay. Other things of note, the plumber came and the electrician came. So the electrician did an amazing job. I am so happy. The wires, if you don't remember, they were everywhere. I was very safe when I was working with them. I just want to reassure you guys, I do have a degree in audio engineering, so I have dealt with power and voltage and all this. I wired the van with DC-AC. I understand when I need to be careful, so I was very careful, but even being careful, it was like very stressful trying to screw and hammer and move stuff around and make sure I wasn't pulling on anything. Wires were everywhere, and it was, one, ugly, and then two, well, I should say, number one, it was unsafe, and then two, it was ugly. So, and number three, these are all not in the right order. Let's just go with it. Number three, I couldn't move on to the next project because obviously I can't do my insulation, can't do a whole bunch of other stuff until the wiring is complete. So I'm happy to report it's complete, and we even have a kitchen light. We have lighting upstairs. We have a whole bunch of stuff I want to show you. So that was a big day with the electrician. Anywho, that's where we're at, and I'm gonna get started on some stuff. If you're wondering why I'm boiling water, we don't have hot water in the kitchen. I'm gonna boil water here, have a little left over for a tea, and wash the dishes with it. Can you really have too much coffee? Probably. I guess we'll find out. Turn the light on since I can actually see better. I'm forgetting I have a light on. I keep forgetting. You're so precious. You're such a fun. So this is just for my wrist. Sometimes I have problems with some nerve damage, so it's actually for this wrist, but I found that it actually helps when my wrists do that really tired thing. So yeah, hoping this will help a little bit. And I think I'm just gonna start measuring some pieces and try to get this done. I'm not really worried about being like super incredibly perfect. Yeah, just try to make it work with what I got. And that's the goal, that's the plan. Let's see what we can do. I think now is the time to use our brand new light. Ta-da! Let there be illumination. So I laid my big piece, my nice new piece of plywood down, and I'm just looking at it and thinking, wouldn't it be nice if I could just redo the whole floor? And then I'm thinking, you're probably wondering, why isn't she just redoing the whole floor and taking the old ply off and putting new ply on? It would be so neat. It would be so easy. Why aren't you doing it? Well, number one, wood is very expensive and there is a limited budget, and I'm really trying to make do with what I have. I have cut off any pieces that were just too dead to salvage, hence I have these weird little squares and pieces. But then number two is, I think honestly that we just get too used to I'll just replace it. I'll just go get a new one. I'll just do that. And I don't think that needs to be done. I think that I can use what's here and I can make it work. I think it's just gonna work fine. It might be a little bit of extra work for me, but it saves money and it reuses stuff without having to rip this all off and just throw it away, right? That's what I think anyway. So if you were wondering, that's the answer. What do we do, guys? Is this an escape chute for the mice? Oh my goodness, I have to show you guys. Just pulling that up. We got ourselves a proper gap here. Boop, boop, boop. Well, we will deal with that. Okay, so that's a very big gap. But I was just thinking when I pulled the linoleum away there that the balcony we have right now, balcony? Banister? Fence? What the heck is that called? The thing that stops you from death and falling over the stairs it's a hazard. We secured it so that it wasn't as hazardous. I think I'm gonna have to take that down. I mean, I knew I had to take it down at some point anyway, but I'm gonna have to take that down and I'll just put up the gate so the dogs can't. I mean, I put it up anyway, but because I need to get underneath there because none of that has 1/4 inch ply, and then I just discovered that good sized gap, so that needs to be handled. So maybe that's gonna be my project. Pivot. We must pivot. Pivot we shall. We'll just cut her off for posterity. It's not really doing anything. So what are you doing? Whole lot of nothing. You are screwed. I'm for certain. But you are. that was holding that on. Yonder screw. Yonder screw is gone. What else? What else is holding it? We will see. I know these are holding it on. That's nothing. I'm just gonna take that off. Show me what you're working with. I don't want to hear it about the tool belt. I know that the tool belt would have this hammer on my person. But you know what else the tool belt offers? Weight. The tool belt is also very heavy. And I get tired easily. I have a autoimmune disease. So, in this case, because it's such a small loft, I am not wearing the tool belt. And that is why. I'm stuck in the reception. Whoa, voila, look at that. Nails. Danger. What else we got here? It wasn't really held on by that much. It was just enough to make it safe. I am going to take that off to the chagrin of some and the joy of others because I want to get underneath it and I will make something else to go in its place. Solid. One weird nail, two weird nail. He wanted to come out. So I had to be convinced. It's bad avoid being gored by them. Man, this is the heaviest thing I've ever. I'm pretty strong, guys, and this is really heavy. I do fall. Let her fall the way she wants to fall, right? Okay. Real. Let's take a look. Now, let's see what's going on. Oh, okay, that's not so bad. It's just there. They ran out of pieces. Let's get off. Get off. Don't want to take this off yet. You guys probably still can't see that. This is referring to the little rubber piece around all the linoleum, but I don't want to take it off yet. Cut it off. Oh my gosh, I can show you guys. God, they're cute. Enough for now. But it's not. It's not good enough for now, guys. Okay. So I guess the question is, does this little space matter enough? I don't think so. It's gonna have 1/4 inch ply over it and then floorboards over it, so it's not gonna be a big deal. Or that is what we will tell ourselves. How hard will it be to take these off? Because that would make life easier. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, so these are just held on with itty bitty nails. Boom. Leave it on there. Goodbye. We are informed. Come over here, friend. We're gonna put you on you. Easy peasy. Taken together. Okay. I appreciate all your guys' tips. You have awesome tips. All of you do. Yeah. means a lot to me because then I can learn as I go. Now you have to keep in mind that when I post a video, that particular job, as it were, is probably done. But maybe not, but probably. So, but I do take your tips and attempt to incorporate them as we move along. Excuse you, sir. Into the space. Oh God. Right, you mate. I'm gonna think more, ponder the next step. I will return to you guys shortly. So I just remembered I had some of this plastic, and I think I'm going to use it as my template because this is not an exact science. So I think that'll be fine. I'll just use this, I think, and make my cutouts that way so my plywood will fit because it's very awkward. Yes, I have resorted to the plastic. It is my little cutout. This is including some really fun cuts like this. It's not straight, but it's like a puzzle piece. And this one fits, so we're happy with it. Honestly, I'm just using the scraps I got. I'm doing my best to make it work. It's like a quilty patchwork. Patchy quilty quilt work. Alright friends, if you're wondering why I am using screws and not nails just when I'm building, because I'm not always positive what I'm doing is the right thing. Sometimes I go back and fix it or go back and redo. It's just a lot easier to do that with the screws. So that's why I'm doing that. And I'm cool with it. I have a lot of extra screws and things like that from building the van. It's kind of cool because I can see the paint from the van, like where I painted blue in the van, on the screws. So it's kind of like the van is getting built into the house, which is rather lovely. But yeah, this way, if there is a problem with any of them, I just go back and take them out. And no big deal. When they're nailed in, it's a bigger deal, and then you gotta take all the nails out. It's an endeavor. So I think this is good because everything's flat now, and I can just lay the linoleum back over it, and eventually this will be floored properly. I'm gonna put the same thing that was in the van actually, which is like a, gosh, what is that? I don't know, but I'll put it here. I'm gonna put that in the van. I'm getting heat stroke, by the way, because it's 100 degrees. So I think I'm calling this project complete for now. Everything's secured and I'm feeling good about it. So that's my story. Oh God, I need the outdoors.
People sure think they know what seems best. Too tired to argue, let's give it a rest. Can't pay no mind to what I just said. This is a safe place to lightly tread between your arms. I found the light, no gift or charm worth needing between your arms.
It might be cool outside, guys, but this loft is hot. It's fine if you're sitting, but if you're working, it's hot. So I'm gonna call it. It's past supper anyway, so I'm happy with it. It's all even. The power is all done. Gonna get some nails and nail it all down later, but it's good. Makes it easier to clean when the linoleum's there too. All right, see you guys later.
The hand of